What's going on, Rams fans? Happy holidays and welcome to a special happy hour with myself, Jamie Sire, and Julian, who is working with us in Basic Vodka. We have a special cocktail made for Rams fans, specifically thanks to Basic Vodka. Jamie Sire, former ESPN anchor. Jamie, thank you for joining us today.
Sarina, thank you so much for having me. It's so lovely to see your face, even though we are virtual. We are across the country from each other, but I don't know, this is fun. I love the idea of this virtual happy hour because obviously a lot of us can't be together in person, and we wouldn't be able to be together in person right now anyway. So I'm all for it.
Jamie and I have done lots of virtual happy hours together in the past and happy hours in person, so it's great. Either way, she's rocking the Rams colors, and I appreciate you. Julian, with Basic Vodka, you're at Elefante Bar right now, and you're gonna, how did you kind of come up with this drink?
This cocktail was kind of inspired by LA winters in general, being that it never actually gets that cold here. So we're using a couple winter flavors, but then it's still a bright, refreshing, citrusy cocktail. So the base is kind of that classic gimlet, like vodka, lime, and then some kind of sweetener. And then to make it a little more winter inspired, inject a little honey, fresh ginger, and a touch of allspice. So you get those flavors of a nice, like calming winter tea, but then still in that bright, refreshing style cocktail.
I like this. And what is the name of our Rams cocktail?
So we're calling it Snow in LA because there's never any snow in LA.
All right, well, Julian, Jamie, I know we have some ingredients here. Julian, can you take us through, for all the Rams fans watching, let's get ready for a nice happy hour and a game day. What do we need to have some snow in LA?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so just tools wise, you're just gonna need your basic shaker setup and then a jigger to measure, and then a little strainer to strain it off. You have your built-in strainer in your tin already, and then just a glass. And then this cocktail is served over ice. So I got a little double rocks glass here for me. Then we need our basic vodka, then fresh lime juice. And then we have a mix here that I made for you guys that's broken down to the remaining ingredients. So that's half honey, and then allspice liqueur. So you get nice winter spice, and then fresh ginger syrup. So you get a nice kick from the ginger, you get nice rounded sweetness from the honey, and you get that nice like winter spice flavor from the allspice. And then after we shake all these ingredients together over the ice, we're gonna grate a little nutmeg on top, and then you really get that holiday season sort of spirit and smells going on with the whole thing.
Julian, is there like at the end of this drink, when we have it hit our taste buds, is there like oh yeah, this is how I'm feeling and I'm ready to win a game?
Yeah, 100%. You get that nice like citrus kick right off the bat. So it's all tart and refreshing, and then it rolls into that comforting winter spice, and you're all just relaxed and ready to go for whatever.
Awesome. All right, well, pinkies up. Let's get this drink started. I'm very excited to have a cocktail ready for game day.
All right, let's do it. So to make the drink, we're gonna just build in our small tin here. I'm gonna start with my fresh lime juice, and we're gonna measure out 1 ounce. So got my little measuring tool here, measure up all the way to the top. I got 1 ounce lime juice. Then I'll move on to my mix, and that's also 1 ounce. And then just once again, if it was not already mixed together, it would be ½ ounce of ginger syrup, a 1/4 ounce of honey syrup, and a 1/4 ounce of the allspice liqueur. So now I got my 1 ounce mix. And then to cap it, most important ingredient, we got our basic vodka. I'm just gonna do a full 2 ounces of basic.
And is this a cocktail that you could batch if you were having like multiple people over in a small group, of course?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So you just add all the ingredients together. If you don't want to be shaking them at all, you just would add water to supplement for the water that goes into the drink when you shake it. So I would add about 1.5 ounces of water per single drink to whatever your batch is.
Okay.
And then you could just, spoon them out. And then whenever you guys are ready, we're all set. We can ice up our glasses and then go ahead and shake this little buddy up. I'm gonna just fill my glass up with ice.
Julian, do you have any like tips for shaking? Is it like, I feel like when bartenders do it, they look so cool and I look so clunky.
Yeah, 100%. There's a couple of small rules about shaking because you're basically adding 3 things to a drink when you shake. The first 2 are pretty obvious. It's ice, so it makes it cold. Then obviously the ice is melting, so you're adding that water, which is like the last ingredient to really allow the flavors to separate all across your palate. The last thing is you're adding air. So when you're closing off the tin, you're trapping air in there. And then when you see us bartenders just tossing our arms all over the place and looking absolutely crazy, the goal is to really force the air into the drink, making nice little air bubbles. So then when you strain it off, you have a little layer of froth, and then that's like the nice, perfect, fresh cocktail. So whenever we're shaking, you really want to put a lot of effort into it and make the ice go back and forth and circulate in the tin. So we're gonna try and really go for it. I'm gonna go ahead and add my ice to the tin, and you'll see me looking crazy, and we can all do it together. And then for drinks on the rocks, you don't want to add too much water, so you only shake for about 8 to 12 seconds. If you go way over, it's kind of over diluted by the time it goes on the ice. So I'm gonna shake for 8 seconds. Here. All right. Pop this baby open.
I can never get it open. Oh wait, I got it.
Nice. And then put my little strainer over. Strain it right in.
Cool. All right. Oh, that smells good.
It smells amazing.
Digitally, you should be able to smell this now, but you're doing it with this.
Yeah, you get the nice little baking spice coming right off into the camera, right?
Yeah.
All right, and then once it's all strained off, the last thing is just topping it with a little bit of fresh nutmeg. So I got my little nutmeg here.
All right. Or you could just use some nutmeg. There's no judgment zone.
Or just pour it over. Either way, yeah. And then right now we're grating our little bit of snow on top of our LA cocktail. Just try and keep it on one side of the drink, so you're kind of creating a mouthpiece. If you get just in one section, then your nose smells it. You get the nice aroma, but you're not getting a whole mouthful of nutmeg right off the bat.
Gotcha.
Wait, here we go. I'm all set. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Yeah. Happy holidays.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy holidays.
That is delightful.
Nice.
It is. I love the warming spices in there, but it's still like a refreshing cocktail too.
Yeah, that was the goal. That's why I was like, we're gonna make a cocktail you can drink in LA at any time of the year, but then it's still seasonally appropriate.
Yeah,
I like it. I love that.
More holiday feel, but it does the citrusy kind of thing. Is like, oh yeah, I'm sure I could be at the beach and still celebrating the holidays.
100%.
What would you eat with this? If Rams fans I'll start with you, Jamie. Like, what could you snack on with this sucker for a game day?
I mean, wings are obviously like a game day like staple for a lot of people, but I feel like you could have a little bit of fun with it and maybe go some different flavor combinations. So instead of like traditional buffalo wings, maybe you could go, I don't know, like some ginger to kind of play off the cocktail, like ginger, miso, and maybe even honey, because there's honey in the cocktail as well. Yeah, I think some sort of wing recipe, but that kind of plays on the flavors of this cocktail.
Yeah, Julian, if I was sitting at the bar right now at Elefante, like, and I'm like, hey, would you recommend a certain side for me? Like, what would I kind of have? The TV's on, I'm watching the game, I've got my Rams cocktail in hand.
Yeah, for sure. I'd probably recommend like salt and pepper calamari. You get like a little bit of, fried, greasy, and then a little bit of spice. And then take that little bit of citrus and drizzle that over the top, and the flavors complement super well. Or I was going to kind of go with what Jamie was saying and do, like ribs or wings with like a honey glaze and a little bit of spice and a little bit of, ginger would work for sure.
Hey, it's a really exciting time that the Rams are playing great. LA football's back, and LA sports in general is kicking some butt. Jamie Sire, it must be kind of exciting, even though you're all the way in New York, to kind of see the Rams doing their thing.
Yeah, it's funny. So my boyfriend Justin is originally from Chicago, but he never really, I guess, took to the Bears. And so when the Rams said that they're moving back to LA, he was like, all right, this is my team. I'm going to be a Rams fan. And we kind of all gave him a hard time, like saying he was like a little bandwagony, but he wasn't, because he kind of announced his newfound fandom before they moved, and then they just so happened to be really good. So it kind of worked out for him.
For you, Julian, like, you've been in LA for a few years now. How does it feel, just the excitement around LA sports? You got the Dodgers, the Lakers, the Rams, they're making a playoff push here.
It feels great. I mean, with everything going on now and just kind of being in, quarantine over COVID, and just like all of a sudden having something to really like rally the whole city together with, it's just been really cool to see the energy. It's been a super exciting year in sports.
Cheers to that. Thank you to Basic Vodka and the Rams, Jamie Sire, Julian, and Elefante. Appreciate our happy hour. Go Rams. We'll see you on game day and enjoy happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Cheers. Thank you, Sarina.